I get asked all the time, what's the easiest program for a guitarist to just hit record and record without any complicated setups or user interfaces or extensive learning involved? And the answer now is Fender Studio. It really can't get much easier than this. So let's have a look at what Fender Studio is and what it does, and also what it isn't and doesn't do, because there are some limitations here. We'll have a look at that. So what it is an extremely streamlined digital audio workstation that's primarily designed to make recording easy. And because it's from Fender, there's some Fender amp sims in here and Fender effects, which are really nice. In case you don't want to mic up your amp or use an emulation pedal, you can have some emulations right in here. So let's check those out quickly. And I'm just going to click on New. And you can see we have some options here. I'll go to guitar. There's some presets. We can change these later on. So let's just start with the first one called Anthem. We'll click on that, click OK, and it's created this track. Now I'll just hit here to arm it for recording. And if I hit this button up here, you can hear my Anthem guitar there. Now I can double click on this if I want to change that preset. So let's just click here and see what else we got in here. We can check out this Bassman Clean. So if we want, we can click on the pedal here and it gives us a bigger view of the pedal and we can adjust the settings. We can also click on the amp and get a bigger view of the amp settings. If we want to swap out this amp and not worry about any of the presets, we can click on Replace. And you can see there's some other Fender amps in here. There we go. Maybe that's the one I want. So I can click Confirm, and that's what I've got. Or of course, we can go back into the presets, and you can save your own presets too. So if you choose an amp, choose some effects, and you like it, you can save that. We can add more effects. So there's an overdrive. Maybe we want to add a tremolo in here. You can add that. You can keep adding effects in there. Let's have a look at some of the other presets in here. See the supersonic crunch. All right, so that's a look at our amp sims and effects quickly. But another thing to mention, if we add another track, we just click on this plus sign here. You'll notice that there's also a bass option in here. And that means there are bass amps. So we'll click on that. And we have our bass options in here with our bass presets. Some cool things in there. So it's not just for electric guitar, you can do bass, and again, we'll click on the plus sign. You'll see there's vocals. So we'll click on OK, and then you have some vocal effects. You have this detune here. We have this transformer to give us some warmth, ring modulator, and vocoder in there. And of course, you can turn these off if you want. You don't have to use those. And then there's also a couple of global effects. So if we click on main here, these are our global effects. We have a delay and a reverb, and you can adjust these however you want. You can turn them on and off if you want. And you can also see there's a limiter in here that you can use. So that's our global effects, which is a nice touch because you might want to send everything to the same reverb sound. And you'll notice that you can adjust how much of each track you send to the reverb or the delay, or you just keep it all the way to the left and you're not sending any of this to those effects. Another cool thing about Fender Studio is that it's cross-platform. So it's available on Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, and Android. So your tablets, your phones, your computers, your Chromebooks, all of that. You can start a project on your phone. You can see I have it there on my phone. It's the same sort of layout, and then I can easily save that project file and send it to my Google Drive or something like that, download it onto my computer, and I have that project in my studio. So that's a really cool touch. And it saves the projects as DAW project files, which means you can open a project that was created, say, in Fender Studio. You can open that in Cubase or Bitwig or Studio One. These all support the DAW project files. It's really cool that you can start a project on your phone or Chromebook or whatever on the go. Maybe you just have a musical idea you want to get down really quick. Then you can bring that back to your studio and load it into your favorite DAW if it happens to be Cubase, Bitwig, or Studio One. Maybe more will be added later on. Or of course you can load it into Fender Studio. So I said Fender Studio is super quick and easy to get started recording. Let's check that out. Now, if you just loaded it up for the first time, you might get asked if you want to log in or register. You don't even have to do that. You can just X out of that. And then you're presented with this screen right here, and we can just simply hit record. And you'll notice the metronome's already going, and I can start recording if I wanted. And you're not really hearing it through there. So if I wanted, I could just hit this little button here, and that enables the monitoring. And I'm recording. I just loaded the program up. I hit one button, maybe two if I want to enable that monitoring, and I'm recording. I can also just click here, and if I want to load up the guitar effects, I can do that right here. Very easy to do. And that's all just with minimal clicks and really minimal learning involved. And if you like whatever you captured, you can just go up here, File, you can export your session. So we'll click on that. You can give it a name, save the file to whatever folder you want. And then it says what format. Right now, you only have DAW project file. And we can also enable this, and we can do an audio mix down of our entire session. So we have all of that capability. Again, minimal clicks, minimal learning involved. Now there's also another cool option in here called Jam. And if we click on that, we have to accept this. And you'll see there's some backing tracks that we can just jam out to. And I'm not going to play any because I don't know if I'm going to get copyrighted on the video if I play them back. But just know you have all of these that you can play along to, and they'll probably add more and more down the road. And you can load those up, play along, have fun. If you want to open a project that you've already started, you can just click there. And you can see I have some projects in there that I haven't given names to. Or you can just click on New and start an empty project. So can we record entire songs in Fender Studio? I say absolutely. You can record multiple guitars. You can record your vocals. You can record drums if you want. You can record bass, pianos, whatever it is. You can record audio in here. But now let's kind of go to some of the limitations. So, limitations are, if you don't register this, then you're limited to just 8 tracks. Now, it's free to register it. You just need a Fender account, and you can create that for free. You can do that right within the app if you don't have a Fender account. If you already have one, then you just log into it, and that registers it. And if you do register it, then it opens it up to 16 tracks, which is extremely usable for creating an entire song in there. Now, another limitation is you can't bring in any plugins. So you're not using any third-party VST plugins in here, no VST effects, no VST instruments. There's no Midi capabilities in this. So if you're somebody that just primarily records audio, this can be great for you. And I know there's a lot of people like that out there. That's pretty much me for the most part, but I do use Midi drums. However, you can do your drums in another program, export the audio, and you can actually import audio into Fender Studio. So you can import your drum tracks in here as long as they're audio files, and you can create your entire songs in here. As for mixing, again, we're limited to the effects that are included in here, which aren't too many, But let's just have a look. Create a track here. I'll just say other for now. Click OK. And all you have to do is just double click over here. And we can see our effects. This is just a basic track, not a guitar, bass, or vocal. And we have a compressor here. It's a one knob compressor. We can just dial it in however we want. There's an expander here that you can kind of use as a gate. And then you can adjust the speed, fast, medium, slow. You have a pretty usable EQ. We have a high pass filter here. And then there's a low shelf. You have a mid band. And then you have a high shelf as well. So you do have some very basic but usable EQ and compression in here. And then if you need modulation and reverb, you can use those effects for guitar. You can just bypass the amp if you want, or you can use the main effects here. And the reverb's really nice. You could use that on vocals, whatever you want. Now I'm just going to create a couple more tracks. All right, and I'll show you this. We also have a mixer down here. So you can adjust the levels of all your tracks. You also have some pan options here. You can do your mute and solo if you want when you're doing your mixing. Whatever it is you want to do. It's a quite capable but limited digital audio workstation that's going to be extremely easy for a lot of people that don't want to learn how to use a more professional DAW. Now I want to have a look at another cool feature in here, and that's the arranger track. So if you click on this menu here, we can go to arranger track, enable that, and now we have an arranger track. So we'll just add a section here and you can extend that. So there's our intro. We can double click to add another section, say that's our verse. And you can keep doing this for your entire song. Now, I like to do this at the start before I even start recording, just to give myself a little bit of a visual roadmap for my entire song while I'm recording. But if you're just jotting down some musical ideas for later, you don't even have to worry about that. Now, I'm just going to record a quick little part here. We'll record this, hit record. I just wanted a quick little part there. So I'll stop that. And if we double click on that, you can see we have some waveform editing options where we can put some fades in there if we need to. You can normalize it. So we'll click there. It normalizes it. If that's something you want to do, you can increase the gain. If that's something you want to do, you can transpose it, which is really cool. So if you're importing some files that you might want to transpose to work for your song, you can do that in here, or you can even transpose whatever you recorded. Lots of different options that we can do in there. We can trim these clips. So say we need to trim it, just right click there, split at cursor, and now it's split that clip. We can duplicate our clips. So if you wanted to repeat something later on in a song, you can do that easily. And I just hold down Control and click, but you can also right click on it and duplicate. You also see there's a D for duplicate. You just press D and it's super easy to use. Fender Studio is seriously a program that so many guitarists have been asking for, and now it's here. It's a super easy program to get started with. It can record high quality audio whether you're on your computer or on the go on your phone or iPad. And you might want to get like a portable audio interface for your phone or your tablet. And if that's the case, check out this video right here for a couple of options. They'll also work on your computers as well. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating. Fist bump. Thumbs up.